Okay, after crashing out of Europe, I said I'm going to take the time in between losing to Stoke and the end of the season to redo the formation and see if we can get something that consistently works on a good basis and prepare to be shocked. That's all I can say. Prepare to be shocked. Run the intro. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the NK Maribor Save. I'm Cultured Left Foot and it is a pleasure to have you with me once again. As you can see, we were declared champions. I think that was always going to be a foregone conclusion. How we did it, I think very, very impressive. 31 games played, 4 draws, 1 lost, for 103 against 17, giving us a goal difference of 86 and 97 points. In doing that, we beat the record of the most wins in a league season, the most goals in a league season, the least conceded in a league season, and the highest points total in a league season ever in Slovenia. So we've absolutely annihilated it. And part of that has come from the tactics. So if we go and look at the tactics screen now, you'll notice that nothing's really changed. I basically went through and during the games, which we'll go through to in a sec, have been messing around with different sort of things. And my players really like this formation. So every time I changed it, we didn't play as well. So we're still playing with the same sort of formations, and generally the player roles are very similar. However, we have changed some things. So that is no longer a halfback. He will probably be a halfback. The holding midfielder will probably be a halfback when we play big teams in Europe, because it lets him drop into the back three and gives us that basically three central defenders. We now have a deep line playmaker and a centre midfielder on attack, and they've changed slightly. We've reduced their tackling and we've reduced the amount of individual instructions they have. We still have the inside forwards and we still have a complete forward on support now. So that is how we line up. If we go and look at the schedule then, we were last together when we lost at Stoke away on a cold, wet Thursday night. After that, we drew 2-2 with NK Maribor. We went Muset and Cardos got the goals. Then this is when we started mixing around with the formations and stuff. We went and absolutely smashed Versej 5-0. Then we went and smashed Zavrich 3-0. Then we beat Kurganova Mesto 3-1. Then we beat Gorica 2-0. Then we beat Selj 2-0. Then we beat Cooper 2-0. Then we beat Cooper again 3-0. We then lost the second leg of the semi-final of the Cup 1-0 to Cooper, but we were playing a pretty weak team, or a mixed team anyway. We beat our rivals Ljubljana 2-0. We beat Kursico 1-0. We smashed Zavrich again 6-1. We beat Domzale 2-0. We drew with Versej 0-0. We beat Nerva Mesto 1-0. And we beat Gorica 3-0. And that leads us on today to the Cup final. That is what we're playing in this last game of Season 10. If we have a quick look at the squad, we'll get everyone who's still here and injured and stuff. Right, so appearances. The most appearances. DCC has made 44 appearances this season, which is mightily impressive. Goals. Our top goal scorer, Lys Muset, has 30. Again, proving how valuable he is to the team. And he's also up there with 12 assists, which is impressive. And Cardos has got 17 assists, which in itself is a new record for the club in a league season. Average rating wise, Luke Gleesing, 34 appearances, averaging a 7.73 is very, very good. And then we have DCC, Ivan Cloud and Lys Muset all up there. Finishing out the top 5 is Sven Karic. As you can see, we have a pretty consistent amount of people who are always playing all the games. Other than that, there's a lot of substitute appearances, there's a lot of rotation going on in the team, but that doesn't bother me whatsoever, really. I'm quite happy with that. Nothing much else to discuss. Champions League was won by Man United in the end. Europa League was won by Bayern Munich, so two really big teams winning both of European competitions. And the final of the Cup will be happening right now. This is how we line up. In the 4-1-2-2-1 we've just described, Dylan Mewarm is in goal. Gleesing at right back, Hasby and Karic in the middle, and Lekic is at left back. Enderam sits at holding midfield, Luis Carlos and Cloud in the middle, Muset on the right, Sancho on the left, and Zahovic starts up front. On the bench we have the Gnome, Krajewski, Blazic, Cardos, Pavlin, Grinelli and Zan Selar. We are unfortunately hit very, very hard by international call-ups because it's a World Cup year, so all of the pre-campaign clubs, teams have been pulled together and are going all their training camps and stuff like that. We're playing against Gorica, who are managed by Marcos Tavares, the still NK Maribor legend. They have Emerson in goal, Romario Luis, Daltovic, Kalenik and Hleld across the back four, Kotnik and Samak as holding midfielders, Krančić and Horvat as central midfielders, Kesic and Vinko are up front. Tommy Horvat is an ex-NK Maribor player. We've loaned him out a couple of times, and we sold him to Alumji, who then sold him on to Cooper, who then sold him on to Gorica. He's had a pretty decent season for Gorica at the moment. It should be said that, Marcos Tavares is their manager. We're getting on really well, and they've been relegated. They finished bottom of the league. They were awful this year, so I'm expecting a win quite comfortably. The game gets underway, and it's Gorica that kick us off, and as I said, I'm expecting us to win pretty comfortably in this game. The next episode after this one will be a review of the next 5 seasons, because the last review we did was 5 seasons. As Zahovic gets a goal within 5 minutes, and it's his 15th goal of the season, his 150th goal for Maribor, and we've started very well. So Zahovic gets the ball, little cheeky back heel, cross comes in, Luis Carlos shot is blocked, falls to Zahovic, one touch, lovely control, and then pings it into the bottom corner, and that's 1-0 NK Maribor after 4 minutes. But what I was saying before, the next episode after this will be a quick review of everything that's happened in the last 5 years through the game, as Enderam scores, and they've got to stop interrupting me. It's his first goal of the season, great time to get it, a wonderful finish. The review will be happening after this episode, where we look through all the European leagues, see who's won it, see who's won all the Champions League and things like that, what the biggest transfers were. Oh, his shot took a massive deflection, but he'll claim it. First goal of the season for Enderam, who has been limited on game time this year because of Takax's form. We also will be looking to improve the squad all over, I think. We're going to see if we can get some possibly big money buys in. There's a bit of an issue with wages at the moment. The board, for some reason, aren't letting me offer more than like 23 grand a week, as Zahovic is in the box and he's tackled very well. The board aren't letting me offer more than 23 grand a week. As we go 3-0 up, nice moveset, this is game over. Easy. 31st goal of the season. And I'm not sure why. It's something to do with our wage structure. I think it's financial fair play, in the sense that we're not actually allowed to spend any more on wages or anything this season. So when the season technically ends, we should be able to offer a bit more money for wages. But it's something I'll need to keep an eye on, because we've actually got about 300 grand under our wage budget. So it's something to just look at. I've done a quick search of the forums, and no one really seems to understand why you can't offer more than a max wage. So if you do know, let me know in the comments below. That'd be useful. And something else I'd like to know, where do we invest first team players? I'm looking for first team players that we need to invest in. Striker, our starting striker next season is going to be Cardos. He has been in phenomenal form since he signed for us, and he looks really, really good. Centre midfielders, Luis Carlos and Ivan Hleld, or we can get Dino Blazic on loan again. He'll be playing there. The right wing is sort of dominated by Lys Mousset at the moment, and he is very, very good. But if we can get an out-and-out inside forward to play there, who is left-footed and will cut in and is very, very good, then I'm going to look into doing it. And left wing, we got Jordan Sancho, but I think he could be improved on as well. Although, again, he is proving to be very, very good. Holding midfield, we've got Takax and Enderam. Centre-backs, we have Karic, Hasby. Who else have we got there? We've got DCC, and we've got Pavlin as well. So, and right back is Gleesing, and left back we've got Lekic on loan. Fullbacks, I'm tempted to really, really go all out and see if we can get some good fullbacks in. Even if they're slightly older, we just need someone to push us on for that European campaign. That's what we need. So if we look at our position, this is how attacking we play. So this is actually where we're defending. We leave basically these two at the back, a holding midfielder, and then everyone's encouraged to push up. Without the ball, look how deep we sit. We sit in a proper 4-1-2-2-1 formation. With the ball, we push up into what is basically a 3-4-3 formation. Gorica, with the ball, they're, again, not doing too much. Without it, they're just dropping really deep. They have a holding midfielder that drops back, and I think that's why we're exploiting the wings so much. It's just working really well. What I've done there is not really showing you anything that I really needed to, but that's the sort of stuff I do look at. in the Pro Zone, and I know I don't really show you that much of it. But going into next season, I think that's what we'll probably do. We'll go into showing a bit more about the Pro Zone, especially in the European games. I think that'll be really helpful. As the time ticks down, and I'm not paying any attention because I'm rambling on to you guys, so let's make some subs. Who deserves a run out? Cardos, although slightly injured, does deserve a run out in the final. We'll give Kajeski a run out in the final, and we'll give the Gnome a run out in the final as well. And it's a comfortable cup win. It'll give us the domestic treble, including the Super Cup. And Hasby picks up a yellow card in the last couple of minutes. But it looks like it's going to be game over. I don't know why we're not actually seeing highlights. Oh, we have got a highlight. And it's the end highlight. There we go. 3-0. We win the cup. Really good. Always to be expected once we get to the final. And yeah, tell the boys I'm very pleased. Well done. Enjoy your success. Goran Sipot is an absolute goal machine. If we look at him, his stats aren't especially that brilliant. I don't know. 23 goals in 33 games in the league. He is playing really, really well. And they bought him for 180k. We had the chance to sign him, and I didn't. I didn't think he was going to amount to very much, but oh well. So there we go. It says we celebrate the famous treble, which we've done numerous times. We lift the league again, the cup again. We won it back. Been in charge for many years now, and proven yourself as a man of genuine quality. Oh, thank you. Many think that it's your time for your right hand elsewhere. Is this something you've considered? I don't want to try my hand elsewhere. We've been paid a bonus. Oh, he's been paid a bonus. He's not even bloody here. He's out on loan somewhere, the cheeky beggar. Yeah, so we're going to go through this news. Everyone's praising us. We've done very well. Right, I think we'll leave it there on this very successful page. So winners, winners, winners. Yeah, we're disappointed a bit in the Europa League, and we did exactly what we were expected to achieve in the Champions League. We got to the group stage. Top goal scorer in the league is Alex Cardos with 17. Top goal scorer in the Champions League was Muset, and top goal scorer in the Europa League was Cardos as well. And that's about it, really. I don't think there's anything else really to go in, so we will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure, and I'm really still enjoying this save. Also, if you haven't seen the Coventry collab, go check that out. There's a little intro video that's come out, and the blog on Pulp Song's page, so themazydrivel.com, has been released for the first episode, and my episode will be coming next Sunday. And yeah, really not much else to say. So thank you again for your support. If you've enjoyed this episode, if you're enjoying the series, leave a like. And the next episode will be a little review of everything that's happened around Europe in the last 5 years. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Cheers.